Acknowledgement. This video is produced and published on behalf of Sociocracy.Academy at the registered domain Sociocracy.Academy. Now let's continue. Enjoy your listening experience with the Sociocracy in Action video series by Adrian Zarif, founder of Sociocracy.Academy at Sociocracy.Academy. Sociocracy versus democracy. What's the difference? Understanding key differences between sociocracy and democracy. Let's begin with a familiar scene. Imagine a large town hall gathering. The air is buzzing, people have come to vote on a major decision. After the debate, hands are raised, ballots are cast, and the majority carries the day. That's democracy in motion. It feels empowering. It's structured, clear, and decisive. Yet, as the dust settles, a quiet discomfort lingers among those who voted no. Their concerns, while voiced, are no longer part of the path forward. Now, let's shift the scene. In a community workshop elsewhere, a circle of people gathers to address the same issue. But here, instead of debating to win a vote, they seek understanding. Each person has the right to object, but objections are not roadblocks. They're gifts. Clarity. A signal that the group still has more to consider. Proposals evolve. Not until every person in the circle feels the decision is good enough for now and safe enough to try do they proceed. That's sociocracy. Where democracy emphasizes the voice of the majority, sociocracy emphasizes the voice of everyone. Decision-making. Vote versus consent. Let's unpack this further. In democracy, decision-making often ends in a vote. One side wins. The other side accepts the outcome or resists. While this system works in many contexts, particularly at the state or national level, it often leaves behind a silent segment. People who feel unheard, underrepresented, or simply exhausted by constant compromise or polarization. In sociocracy, the mechanism is different. It doesn't aim to win. It aims to align. Consent-based decision-making asks, is there a reasoned objection that we need to consider before we proceed? If there is, the group listens deeply, not defensively. Together, they adapt. This isn't consensus, where everyone must agree. And it's not hierarchy, where only a few decide. Consent is about resolving tension through listening, until the decision is workable for all. Representation, elected authority versus shared responsibility. In democracy, we elect representatives to speak for us. And that's often necessary when managing large, diverse populations. But what happens when those representatives are distant from the actual day-to-day realities of the people? In sociocracy, there are still roles, leaders or coordinators, delegates, facilitators, and secretaries, but these roles rotate and are selected by peers through a transparent selection process. This is often referred to as an election without candidates. Authority is distributed, not concentrated. Roles are assigned based on trust, qualifications, and consent, not on title, charisma, or competitive campaigning. And what's more, representation is mutual. Through double linking, each circle sends a representative into the adjacent circle and receives one in return. These representatives must be consented by both adjacent circles, the parent and child circles, and have full membership and decision-making rights in both circles. Communication flows in both directions, ensuring that decisions are grounded in reality, not assumptions. This fractal sociocratic structure, formed by a network of nested circles, with adjacent circles connected through double linking, ensures not only the flow of information and influence in all directions, but also the alignment of all circles with the overall organizational mission, vision, and aim. Participation, periodic involvement versus ongoing engagement. Democracy often invites participation at intervals, elections, referendums, public consultations. But what about the in-between moments? Most citizens participate every few years, then return to their everyday lives with no further decision-making rights on aspects that influence their daily lives. Sociocracy invites continuous engagement. Every circle member is a permanent decision-maker. Every meeting is a moment of governance. Participation is not an event. It's a practice. It's how the system breathes. Culture, competition versus collaboration. At its worst, democracy becomes adversarial. Parties compete. Messages are sharpened to divide. Decisions become zero-sum. Trust erodes. Sociocracy, in contrast, is designed to build trust. It nurtures a culture of shared ownership. It's not about being right. It's about learning together, adjusting, iterating, and evolving through each decision. And this changes people. When everyone is trusted with governance, they show up differently, with more care, more clarity, and often more courage. Complementary, not conflicting. Let's be clear, democracy and sociocracy are not enemies. They are different tools for different needs. Democracy helps us govern at scale when we can't all be in the room. It ensures basic rights, access to voice, and protection from tyranny. Sociocracy helps us collaborate more deeply when we are in the room. In teams, in schools, in mission-driven organizations, in communities. It brings governance closer to life and people closer to each other. What if we used both wisely? What if we kept democracy for managing public resources and used sociocracy to design more collaborative teams, schools, and civil society groups? What if we stopped choosing one over the other and started designing systems where each could do what it does best? That's not just a dream. It's already happening. All over the world, communities, companies, and movements are learning how to govern themselves together. You can too. Thank you for joining this episode of Sociocracy in Action. To learn more about how sociocracy can transform your work, community, family, or household, visit our official website at Sociocracy.Academy and subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay inspired by upcoming episodes. Let's keep learning together.